open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs and other farm animals, this is Renee, and welcome to episode 4 of King Mammoth Mod by Mod. Now, when we left off, we had just finished the extractor, which is right there, and it also built out our BatBox, but we're also going to show off more ways of generating power even at this early stage of the game. Now, I've gathered up some materials, which you can see in row 1 of my grid here. And what we're going to do is we're going to build out a solar panel, or not row 1, the bottom row, row 4, excuse me. But what we are going to do is we are going to build out a solar panel. It's a fairly expensive means of generating power, but it does not require fuel, it just requires sunlight. And in order to do that, we actually have to start by building a regular old-fashioned generator. So I'm getting the 10 item casings that I'm going to need for the re-battery. But I'm also going to come over to the macerator and I'm going to go ahead and throw these 3 coal in. We're going to work on getting some stuff out of that. And in the electric furnace, I've got 3 sand. And I'm guessing you can figure out what I'm trying to make there. Yeah, you guessed it, glass. That's all too easy. But in the meantime, we're going to scoot over here while that's working. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves a re-battery. There's the re-battery. We need the basic machine casing, of course, for a generator. And in order to build out the generator, we need a furnace. So you get furnace, machine casing, and re-battery gives us generator. We've got these 2 iron plates left over. Now, you probably noticed that I have the stuff that I need to be able to make 2 more electronic circuits. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. 2 redstone on either side, and then you just scatter the remaining things around. It gives you 2 electronic circuits. Now, we're just about to where we need to be. And in fact, we are where we need to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the 2 electronic circuits in. The generator between them. You put the coal dust that we got out of the macerator, or in this case I get this pulverized coal, and we get a solar panel. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just punch a hole in our roof right there. Might as well, you know? And we'll attach the solar panel. And it's only generating 1 EU per tick, but that's 1 less EU per tick that the generator has to carry, and that's a little bit less fuel that we have to use. I mean, not that we're particularly worried about it, but, you know, it's nice to have. So, we've got that done. What all are we going to do next? We're going to do a lot, because now I'm going to show you how you can generate power yourself using only your hunger bar. Ooh. And for that, we're going to need quite a bit of stuff. In fact, the listing tells me that we are going to need 31 iron ingots. We're going to need 6 copper ingots. We're going to need 4. Which of these is 10? Yeah, that's 64, and that's silver. So I need to grab that, and I need to put it back, please. I need 4 tin ingots and 2 redstone dusts. So yeah, the first thing we're going to do is craft a manual kinetic generator, which is not particularly hard. We're just going to grab a lever, which, if I recall my stuff correctly, is just a stick. And I'm not sure why I grabbed the extra redstone. I must have thought that was needed. But stick and cobble gives us a lever. And to make the manual kinetic generator, which is what we use to generate kinetic power, we need a machine casing. So we're going to go ahead and take 8 of the iron ingots. We're going to let those work. But while we're doing that, we can prep some other stuff too. We're going to come over here, and we're going to make an iron block, because that's actually going to be necessary later on. Of course, for the coil, we need an iron and we need copper wire, or copper wire. So we actually have to wait for our metal former to finish here, though I might want to make another metal former now that I'm thinking about it, because I feel like we're going to be using this a lot. Just going to wait for it to hurry up and finish our iron plates. 8 of them. And actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and make 11 of them. And you'll see why soon enough. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and make 8. Because I don't feel like staring at this any longer than I need to. So we've got 8 for the basic machine casing. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw these 6 copper ingots in there. We're going to go ahead and extrude some copper wire. And we'll let that do its thing while we continue everything else. Now, we come over here. Of course, basic machine casing should be a familiar recipe. 8 iron plates in a square without the center. Then the basic machine casing and the lever give us a manual kinetic generator. Now we'll hook this up in a moment. Because what we need is a manual kinetic generator, and then we need the actual kinetic generator to be able to do stuff with it. And it looks like once again we need a regular old-fashioned generator to be able to make it work. So that's what we have the tin ingots for, and the redstone dust. Let's go ahead and get started on that. Okay, we've got that done. Now, I need to make another basic machine casing, because of course we're making another generator. No, don't extrude. Buttons. We want to roll. Thank you. I want to roll 8 iron plates. Of course, I think I do want to extrude some tin wire, because I'm going to need it for the battery. But since we have the wire, let's go ahead and make our coils. We need to make 2 coils. How you make coils? You drop an iron ingot in the center. Let's try that again. And since we need to make 2, we'll go ahead and drop 2 in. And then the copper cable goes around. Boom, 2 coils. Coils are done. Now, once this metal former is done again, this is why I really need to have upgrades. Alrighty, we're almost there. Just one more plate. One more plate, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw in 3 tin to start making tin plates. Okay, 8 iron plates. Now we throw those in because we're going to have to turn them into plates and then into iron casings, or tin casings. Blah! And of course, another basic machine casing because we need it for the generator. I already have a tin cable, which is nice. So we'll be able to... Actually, let's go ahead and make that in this. Just throw that in there. That's most of the stuff we need for the battery. I'm going to need a furnace. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's the furnace. We've got everything except the tin casings, which we are making now. Just a couple more things here. Making sure I had all my stuff right so far. Alright. We We throw the tin item casings around, re-battery. Now we can make the generator, which, as before, machine casing, furnace, and re-battery. And we also can make something else. Since we have the other 2 tin casings, we can grab an iron ingot, the 2 coils we made earlier, 2 tin casings, gives us electric motor. All right. But what, pray tell, am I going to be doing with this block of iron? Well, after we make 3 more iron plates, because I need to make 6 iron casings, there's one. Really wanting to put in some overclocking upgrades, but we're not there yet. We're just not quite there yet in the stuff that I'm going off of, because I want to make sure I show this in a reasonable progression. Now we've got generator, BatBox, solar panel, stuff like that. Okay, and one more. There we go. 3 iron plates. We're going to roll those again in the metal former. That'll give us 2 iron casings per plate. That gives us 6 iron casings. Alrighty. 2, 4, and once more is 6. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this iron block and we're going to extrude it. And that's going to go relatively quickly, all things considered. Just a 1 iron block to extrude. And then, poof, now we have an iron shaft. So in order to build the kinetic generator, it's generator, motor, shaft, 6 iron casings, helps if they all go in the right place, kinetic generator. Now we can't use these yet because we actually need one more step. If I tried to use these directly with the BatBox, it would blow up. And I don't think we want it to blow up. Blowing up is not good. So in the next episode, I'm going to show you how to make a transformer. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, as well as check out our Twitch and our Discord community. Link down in the description. If you really like the video, please consider supporting the channel either one time at Buy Me a Coffee or monthly on Patreon. After all of that, this is Arinia saying thanks for watching and signing off.